So I was invited on this podcast to talk about Kendrick and Drake beef, but you know, when you know, you know.
Everybody.
I love chicks and JD, you are so beautiful. You're so amazing. You're so smart. You're so funny. You're so intelligent. I've never met anybody like you.
Oh, my heart. What more do you need, guys? When you know, you know.
When you know, you know. First and foremost, let me be clear about something. All is fair in love and war. I'm at a stage in my life where I've realized that if you don't shoot your shot, or if you don't profess your feelings to somebody, they might get married to somebody else. They might even have a baby with them. And then look how you're gonna be looking like. You're gonna be ended up looking like me. So now, at my advanced age, I'm realizing if you like somebody, you gotta shoot your shot, okay?
M's talking about let's spar.
I'm like, oh, you exist.
And I was like, oh, yeah. So I was like, when I saw you, I was like, I need to get her off his podcast, get her on mine. And like, you know, we have a YouTube channel. We probably have a happy future. I'll probably like propose and whatnot. Like, and I was like,
I'm a size 7.
She's size 7. Like, you're the type I would give you the biggest ring I could find.
So yeah, I may have accidentally proposed to this chick the day we met when we were supposed to be talking about Kendrick and Drake on a podcast.
Since last episode did so well with our special guest, I know you don't know pop culture like that, so I brought on an expert. Guess who it is?
Me?
Get the f*** out, Mark. No, so in today's topic, we're going to be going over the Drake and Future diss. Now, Mark's not very familiar with that. He doesn't follow pop culture. He doesn't even watch
Yes, I do.
He doesn't even watch movies.
What?
So I brought somebody who's an expert. Mark, get the f*** out.
Oh, I'm getting kicked out on my own channel?
Yes, you are. Come
Damn.
on, come on. Vete. Welcome back, William.
Jen, wow.
Welcome back.
What I've been waiting for this whole time.
Back by popular demand.
So first off, you got to go back like 2 or 3 weeks ago. My coach posted an Instagram story of him training another influencer boxer who looked just like Alex Wasabi. You know, my friend from Creator Clash.
Wasabi, get ready. Wait.
Turns out I'm not the only person that thinks this because he be doing videos with Alex about being a fake Alex or something.
Today, I have to figure out who is the real Alex. There are 4 imposters and 1 real Alex Wasabi. The imposters will do their best to fool me.
And he was doing videos with my friend David Alvarezi.
Contestant number 3, you're gonna have to pack it up. I'm so sorry.
Oh, hey!
Sweet face.
How's it going?
What's your name?
Mark, nice
Nice
to meet you.
to meet you. I'm Tila.
David?
What's up, boss?
Pleasure.
Looking good as always.
How he on that show, but I'm not. Let me be clear. So anyway, my coach posts him. So I'm scrolling this fool's page, and I'm like, this ain't Alex Wasabi. This Mark Jollibee. But then I see a podcast clip of him and this beautiful woman. And in the clip, I don't know. I don't want to quote what she said. Just listen to what she said in the first clip I saw of her.
Drop down to at least 160. All leaned out.
You see, I'm 130. At least-
Damn. Sorry.
Are you calling me fat? It's all boob. Okay, so without the front that I was blessed with, I would probably be like 120 in reality. But you see, I want to be like a 135.
You're telling me that thing weighs 10 pounds?
They're like 10 pounds each.
Listen, who am I to argue with her? So I had to click on her page to see if she was telling the truth. Turns out, y'all, she was not lying. So, you know me. I'm at a new stage of my life, you know? I might want to start a family someday. I might want to find somebody to settle down with. So you know what I did? I followed her. I DM'd her, okay? Next thing you know, I get a DM from the dude she does the podcast with saying he wants to fight. Yo, bro, she ain't your girl, okay? Look, this goes to him and to every other dude who has DM'd me for DMing that girl. Look, first off, if she responded to my DM, she ain't your girl, okay? She's our girl. Second, y'all ain't together, bro. So, but look, I had to hit up my coach. I was like, all right, you training this guy? Like, do I have him? And my coach is like, all right, he's got more experience than you, but he's heavier than you. But my coach says nobody is unbeatable. Okay, so let's do it. Listen, I'm down. So I started watching clips of their podcast, and it started to make me realize that everything this man Mark is saying to her is just making me so mad.
First date, Mark, since we're on the topic of dating within your lane, how do you feel about dating somebody that makes significantly less than you?
How less we talking about?
Just significantly less. Like, if she made,
Like if I'm making 6 figures, this girl's making like 4 figures?
if she worked at McDonald's or something,
Ooh!
how would you feel?
Ooh! You know what? I've dated someone who was broke, and man, that was not fun. I feel, look, here's the thing. Because I don't want to always be paying for everything.
But you're the boy.
Here's the thing.
Mark,
What?
a man's supposed to pay for everything. Okay, I
That's
get
not
like,
true.
Okay,
Who the
no.
But you women want
No,
equality,
time
damn
out,
it.
Time out.
So it turns out that not only is Jen gorgeous, she's also brilliant, a real estate agent, and a podcaster. That's their podcast that they both do together. Okay, it's making sense now. It was at this point I knew I needed to seriously shoot my shot, but I needed to come up with a shot that was completely shootable. You know what I'm saying?
2 weeks notice, Mark.
2 weeks notice, you were really great, bro, but I got it from here.
Taking over the
Got it
strains.
from here.
So anyway, I was looking at their podcast clips, and they did an episode about can you date somebody who doesn't make as much money as you do? And everything he was saying to her was absolutely wrong. I knew that was my end.
Pay the rent. She does like little like cook, clean, make sure you're good. Buys like little necessities like around the house, like stuff like that. But you're the man. You're supposed to take care of the big ticket items, especially if you're making significantly more.
But just because I make significantly more doesn't mean that I have to pay for more. I think there
just
should
means
be
you
some
take
sort
care
of...
of the big ticket items. Like, yeah, like on the days, like let's just say you got laid off, like she can assist with that. But like in the meantime, if you're the one that's like making the breadwinning money, at least pay the bigger ticket items like rent and like...
I mean, yeah, I don't mind doing that. But the thing is, like, if you're comfortable with where you're at, like making 4 figures, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be comfortable doing that for a lifetime.
So I DM'd her saying, oh, you know, everything Mark is saying is wrong. The men need to take care of the big ticket items. See? Got to come in with a game plan.
I've never proposed the day I met a girl, but
I guess I might be the one.
you might be the one. When you can feel it, it's just like, I want to take you to the Bad Bunny show.
Listen, a lot of men are afraid to compliment women because they're afraid that, oh, if I compliment her, it's going to go to her head and then she's no longer going to like me. See, a lot of you dudes aren't used to dealing with bad chicks, okay? You know, like, you know, if you want to pull in a bad chick, you're going to have to lightly at least compliment her. If you're one of those dudes who's going to hold back his feelings, you're boring. You're lame, okay? You know, try being a little vulnerable with the women. So many guys, I only open up to my dudes. You know, come on. Open up to the women, okay?
You're the type, like, I would just want everybody to be like, that she's got the biggest ring. Like she's like, whatever you want.
My fingers like...
Yeah, like, because I saw this other podcast you were doing with him, and he was talking about, you were telling him, like, the man has to get the big ticket items, and he's like, oh, my girl she can't be making $9,000 a year. I was like, this man is so stupid. He really made me so mad with that. I wanted to jump in the screen. I'd be like, Jenny, I will get the big ticket items. I will buy anything you want. Like, anything. You will never have to pay for anything in your life with me.
Mark's out here buying rings from Costco, guys.
Costco,
this
man.
man's gonna go to Tustin Jeweler.
Yeah, I mean, he would get his girl a ring from Rent-A-Center if he could.
He would.
Don't trust him, but, like, you know, I'll get in trouble with the mob if I have to get you a ring. But yeah, so.
See, he's Cartier. Mark is f***ing Kirkland.
Exactly.
So, Jen asked me to come be on their podcast. And I knew I couldn't just shoot my shot immediately. I had to work my way into there. So, you know, a new technique that I'm working on is if you see a dude that's in competition with you, you have to break him down first. So I was like, all right, first, I got to break down Mark in front of Jen.
So yeah, there was like a month time. So when will I fight again? There are some rumblings, some talk, but yeah, it's got to be the right person.
The right person.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can make that weight, guys.
Yeah, you and me.
Yeah, I think that's a
You
great
will go
fight.
down so fast and so hard.
What?
I've been analyzing you this entire time, and I'm just like, you just don't have like what I have. What I'm coming with, you're like your chin is glass. 2 or 3 body shots to you, like.
I've never been knocked out by a chin shot. Never been knocked out with a body shot ever.
When you feel my power, man.
Okay.
I don't fight Filipinos, though, to tell you the truth. So
Why not?
I'm not trying to lose. Like,
What if I told you I was half?
you are half. There's a chance.
Yeah.
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
So I leave doing Steve's podcast. This is the same day. I leave doing Steve's podcast the day that I had lost my phone. I go back to where I lost my phone. I found it. And then Jen is like, all right, bring 4 outfits because we're going to record 4 podcast episodes. So I'm like, great. I got 4 opportunities to let her know, you know, I'm most likely the one. Come on.
I'm respectful. I do all the talking in the ring.
I'm not. The reason I hate you, motherfucker. First off,
Tell me, Will. Tell me.
I just don't like the way you dress. You look like one of these homeless Kanye Wests. Why are you coming in here?
That's what I
It's just disrespectful. It's unprofessional. I know this is your podcast, but why are you coming in here with ripped, tattered clothing? I hate it, dude. Bro,
It's hot.
She was already making fun of him. I just had to add on 1 extra layer. You know what I'm saying?
I'll teach you. We'll get the mitts and gloves.
I'm gonna fight against Mark too.
You could beat him, though. If you get him in a body shot, like,
Bam, liver shot.
liver shot. You got him.
Look, I used to watch the UFC.
So anyway, we had actually recorded these podcasts before Kendrick had dropped Like That and all of the other songs. At this point, there had only been the Big 3 situation. And and everybody was waiting for either a Drake response or whatever. So since then, the situation has changed entirely. So those photos that they're using in the podcast, I actually did meet Kendrick in 2016, as well as SZA, A$AP Rocky, at a youth center in Nickerson Gardens in Compton that I believe Kendrick used to go to when he was younger. And they actually do these really big concerts there every year with huge artists like, you know, Rihanna was there, like all kinds of people. And it's really cool that that's something that Kendrick and TDE organized for the community center people. It was honestly such a crazy event. I remember when A$AP Rocky pulled up, like, it was crazy. Everybody, the energy shifted of the whole center. Like all the girls were just like talking about him. It was crazy. It was like grown women, I'm saying, were like, A$AP Rocky was here. And I was like, this is hilarious. And he was really nice to me. But anyway, what do I think about this whole situation? Obviously, Kendrick is the greatest rapper of our generation. Is that even a question? Obviously, I used to be a huge fan of Drake, but like, you know, as you get older, sometimes you just have to move on. Now in times, I only play Sade. If you look at my Instagram story, people are always like, you always put Sade songs, because that's the only person I listen to now. She's my personal deity. You know, I'd be mad at other people for like their idol worship. I'd be like, these Taylor Swift fans, you guys are getting real close to idol worship. But then I realized that I do worship Sade. So I'm in a bit of a hypocritical moment with that. But the point is, Drake at this point, you know, I remember in the beginning, everybody was like, oh, J. Cole. We were like, J. Cole, he got out of this. But now looking back, it's like, oh, he made the smart decision of getting out of this while he was ahead, because, oh boy, this has gotten incredibly ugly. And Drake doesn't have anything for this. You know, he doesn't have any rap songs to respond to for this. Like you know, like and like I said on the podcast with them, Drake should be proud that you know, he's like the Thanos in this situation. It took all the superheroes to take him down. It took the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, the X-Men, but he couldn't be Iron Man. Now I guess I can't give Drake a Captain America. That would make sense. Neither of them fit, but you know what I'm saying. You couldn't be, okay, let's say that Drake was Iron Man. Let's say Drake was Iron Man then, and Kendrick was, you can't beat Captain America. And that's okay. You beat all the rest of the superheroes though. So, I think it's a pretty funny situation. And let's see how it continues to escalate. I mean, it's already escalated as far as possible. I thought it was really interesting when Ari Melber first tweeted something along the lines of hip-hop hasn't had a weekend like this in a long time, and the next day he revised his tweet and said hip-hop has never had a day like this, and it's absolutely true. I think that a lot of people appreciate the sport of hip-hop and rapping, and that's why everybody was disappointed that J. Cole left. It's like, nobody's about to start shooting. Everybody is just, and like I'm also said in the podcast, ever since I got into boxing, if y'all ain't gonna fight, I'm not interested, okay? If y'all ain't gonna fight, And that's why rap is so different than boxing, because when you do a boxing match, after you hug the person and everything's all right, and all the smack talking you did before was just a part of the show. But for rappers, there is no fight. The rapping is the bout, the fight. So, but it's not a real fight. So no one's actual physical strength and manliness ever gets to get tested. So that's why rap battles get so stuck and go to violence. So, yeah, we're hoping for no violence, but it's been pretty great and entertaining for the fans who wanted to see Kendrick drop consistently, who wanted to see Drake to actually be pushed to put out the most thoughtful raps he could possibly do, and we see where it's got them. So, in conclusion, sometimes the best things in life are on the other side of a battle. When it comes to me, I don't care if it's a rap battle, a fist battle, a battle to show the most love. I'm always gonna do everything I can to be the greatest and strongest version of myself possible. I'm always gonna do everything I can to win. So if you're one of my viewers, I ask you to do the same in whatever battle you're going through, whether it be lyrical, whether it be spiritual, whether it be mental or physical. I ask you, I beg you to show up and be the greatest version of yourself possible. And if you feel like you couldn't do that today, come back tomorrow and once again try your hardest to be the greatest version of yourself that you can be, and maybe, just maybe, you'll win your battles. So, yeah, this has been another episode of Truly Passionate. Thanks for watching. Check out this video I did about something truly important.